You are now listening to an idiot with a microphone. My God, help us. This is Beyond Facts with Dave Phillips.
So, my quick thoughts. I'm just wondering, do we just stir up the pot and create drama or intense talks over media outlets and news just because we like to focus on drama? Is there actually truth and disparaging content to be provided? Like, all the talks with North Korea doing these nuclear tests. I mean, is that really a huge deal? Do we know exactly what Kim is thinking? I don't even know if you call him Kim, Jong, or Un. I think it's Jong because his sister's Kim too. So I think his surname or name that you would just say would be Jong or Un. I'm not sure. Probably Jong-un. Not quite exactly sure. But I just think a lot of these issues and a lot of what is going on in the world besides our homegrown shit that is really transpiring to be just blatantly ridiculous. I think it's a lot of hoopla and a lot of things that we shouldn't necessarily be concerned about. Things that we should know about. We should definitely know what's going on. But I think North Korea is mainly just concerned about North Korea. I don't think like I said, I may be wrong. I am absolutely ignorant on the subject, and we're going to learn it together. But I think North Korea is just concerned about North Korea. I think no matter what Kim does to his people, I think he's just more worried about his country over trying to take over the world. You see how small that little fucking half of a Korea is? I mean, it's super tiny. I don't think he's worried about trying to invade Russia, China, America. I think he just wants to preserve the way life is in the Koreans and perhaps make it better for his people. You don't know. He's a young man. You don't know what his ruling class is going to be, and we're all trying to choose it for him. We have no idea what his policies will be here in another 15 years. Now, do we? No, we don't. So I think the media just stirs the fucking pot for no actual reason. Like, Russia may be a threat, but I think Russia's more worried about Russia at the moment. I may be wrong, and it may be Russian agenda pushing this. I'm not trying to propagate anything. I'm not trying to say anything that I don't know about. These are just my opinions. I think we're looking into things that necessarily don't need to be looked at. We should be informed, but is anything really truly a threat to us at the moment? Now, definitely it can be if we start threatening and, pulling out our dicks and saying, hey, I got the bigger fucking dick over here, motherfucker, fuck you, do something, pussy, what you gonna do? Perhaps then, there may be an issue. But the only places I truly see issues with throughout the world, the only threat that we're all fighting together throughout the world, are the radical Islamic terrorists. And hell, I don't even know if they're Islamic anymore. I just know ISIS and the people claiming to fight under ISIS, and those rebels are the threat to every wake of life on every continent. Look at Italy. I don't know about Russia. I don't know their immigration policy. I'm assuming Putin didn't let those fuckers in. But look at England. Look at Germany. Shit, look at the Middle East. Recently, just I think yesterday, maybe today it was, in Niger. Excuse me if I don't say it right. Like Niger. Out there, 4 U.S. troops died. There's 10 or 12 soldiers helping in unarmed, I'm sure they're armed, but it wasn't a secure vehicle, helping 30 Nigerians, yes, I think it's Nigerians travel, and they were attacked by ISIS. ISIS ended up getting one of their helmet cams from the dead soldier and making a propaganda video, which I will include that video in this broadcast. Now, everybody out there, please don't go join these fucking ideologies that are ridiculous, that want to destroy human life. I mean, why don't we want to preserve human life? What war are they fighting? I'm not quite sure. I know to a fault perhaps why we invaded Afghanistan when we did. Do I agree with it? No. I don't know all the policies. Maybe I should learn those are the reasons why, but when it happened, I was 14 years old. So, the only threat I see to the world as we stand right now are the extremists. I don't see Russia coming over here and trying to take over the United States. That's going to be one fucking hell of a war that nobody wants. The Russian civilians don't want it. The American civilians don't want it. We just don't want it. We don't want war with China either. I mean, it's not something that anyone would be looking forward to. Who in the hell wants to live in a world with nuclear warfare? Who wants to live in a world where we're going to have to pretty much live the life of the video game Fallout? Nobody wants that. We all just want to live our lives. Now the conflict in between that's up in air. Everyone's talking about this whole tariff act or whatever and how everyone's going to be super offended. But we kind of are in a shit show right now and we are in debt. We're going to have to do something to get out of this debt. And whether that be to raise taxes for other people importing goods into our country, we're going to have to do something different to pay off our debts, to make it where we can actually sustain in life. I mean, and not have a poverty rate super high. We're in the same state as, I don't know, Afghanistan at the moment. I mean, we have to make sure that we preserve our way of life for our citizens. It's the American people first in America. I know there are global issues, but there are also a lot of domestic issues that we need to focus on and we need to work on. I would say we need to focus more internally, like it sounds like Donald Trump is doing, than focusing on our external desires of whatever the hell people are dredging into the news. I think the news exploits people's fears way too much, and we need to stop watching CNN. Stop watching all this mockery of your emotions. Don't let them control you. You do your own research, and I will be here to help you out. The fears right now are Russia and then North Korea. North Korea is talking about denuclearization, putting down their nukes. We'll see what goes on, okay? But stop letting the media control your fears. Stop letting the media show you that these Antifa motherfuckers are burning down the city and we're divided. We're not. Go walk out your front door. We're not divided. Just because of a few dumb pieces of shit, it doesn't mean that me and you cannot be okay with each other. We're probably not going to be friends because I don't have friends. I'm probably not going to like to hang out with you, but if we talk, cool. I love hearing difference of opinions, but I am more focused on the facts. Anyways, thank you for watching. This has been Beyond Facts with Dave Phillips. Whee!